Hi everybody, Heidi-The, your Yorkshire crafter. How are you doing? Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you all got spoilt. We don't celebrate it, but people do. Right, look what we got. Funky Fossil, brand new release. I think it was released on the website on Wednesday, but the official date for releasing today. What can I say? I've been so excited because you guys asked for Funky Fossil. And when Sarah contacted me, I was just like, this is perfect. This is what you all asked for. And it's like a dream. It just happened. It happened quick. So I'm really, really, really excited for this. So I'll show you what we've got. Today we're going to do a mix of stamps, but I'll show you what we're going to do on Sunday, which is absolutely fantastic. Well, I'm going to show you what stamp I'm going to use. It's fantastic, so I can't wait for you to see it. So, we know that I don't normally like paper books because my paper don't come like this, what I buy. I just buy, well, I don't buy any now, but I used to buy, it'd just be one pattern, do you know what I mean? I could just, not like this. These are amazing. Look at that. That looks so real, doesn't it? It looks like you could just flake it off. How fantastic. And I've been tearing the papers out. I've been pulling sheets out and just making things just with the actual card, so no inking needed or anything. Just amazing. In fact, this is how Sunday starts out. I just take a piece out of here. I just love this one, mate. I'm into all this. I'm not normally, but because I've got ideas in my head. So what we've got today, and then, well, today we've got the release. Tomorrow I'm going to show you how to make this, because today we're going to do the ACTs. You don't have to use these, but it comes with some. And this is not new release. This is, I don't know how long it's been there, because I say I'm quite new to Funky Fossil, but I've decided to put mine on the MDF panels, and I'm in love, and it was never something I would have done. So tomorrow, it's a quick one. I'll show you how to do that. I'm just in love with it. I love it. How fantastic is that? So today we're going to actually work on the ACTs that go into it. So here's your book, your papers, mixed media compendium. We've got the flowerful stencil. Just try to think if we use it today. We definitely use it on Sunday. Yes, we do use it today. We've got the lumps and bumps stencil, which again you're going to see in use on Sunday. You can see where I've played with them, can't you? I've been using the Funky Fossil paste. Oh, it's amazing. Doodle dots. I haven't used that on something yet apart from playing. Look at this. Winged mask. So this actually comes out. How amazing is that? I have used this. I had some spare paper from last Sunday, what with colours, with inks, and I just sprayed with this with some water, and I'll show you. There's only a bit of it left because I've been using it. I sprayed it with some water and put it onto the inked paper, and it lifted the ink, so left you a fantastic butterfly. Pretty cool, that, isn't it? And that's just papers that were left. You've all got coloured backgrounds that you've got left. And that's a fantastic one. Literally just spray with water, put it down, lift it off, and you're left with your pattern. I love it. Absolutely love it. I always open my stencils side. It's just easiest to get to. Right, we also have the Circle Burst Trio. I say I wasn't going to file them yet, but I was killing them, so I needed to get them in files already. I've only played with this one. I haven't really done it yet. This one we may use today. I have used it on tomorrow's video for the, here look, see the dots in there? I've played around masking and what have you and put it in there. This one, yes, I have killed by using my markers. Works perfect. Wings of Change. It's absolutely stunning and it's huge. It is a big, well, in my packet it's 9, so it's an 8B, 8B5.5 or 8B5. So yeah, we're gonna I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna show you something that I've done with one of these. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we are going to use that one. But this, and I really did kill it. I stamped it in archival and I couldn't get it off. So I've just ordered some archival cleaner actually. And I didn't end up using that one. But we're going to use that. And that is my main focus on Sunday. How stunning is that? Let me just show it you in. Just stamped, not for any reason, I just wanted to see what it looked like stamped on a bit of colour. And that's it, stamped on a bit of colour. How stunning is that? Look at that detail. Oh, I'm in love. So, there you go, that's your release. So, I think we'll crack on. This is the one I think is going to just fly off the shelves. So, if you want it, you need to get it. It really is stunning, I promise you. I will put a link in the description. I'll also put it in the group, Heidi-The Crafty, if you want to join. There is a 10% off for you guys. And the only way to claim your 10% is by using the affiliate link that I'm going to put in. There's no other way to claim it. It makes life so much easier to do it that way. So yeah, there'll be 10% using the affiliate link. Right, on Sunday, Sarah's kindly going to send the winner of this week's giveaway. Just one prize this time. Normally I do 3 if we're mixing them up, but I'm not splitting it. It's going to go to one person. So you're going to get the Mixed Media Compendium, you're going to get the Wings of Change, and you're going to get Winged Mask. That is for the winner on Sunday's giveaway. We do giveaways every Sunday, all different brands, but that's this week's, and I think it's absolutely, I want to enter it myself, even though I own it. I want one that's not broken. It's not broken. So there you go, that is Sunday's prize. If you fancy popping over and joining our giveaways and stuff, you need to be active in group, but there's giveaways every week. Right, let's crack on. So I've already cut some little panels down, and these are size 2.5 by 3.5, and I've rounded the corner with the 4mm. Just so happened it fit the same corner. It was actually the right size, so it was a good guess to start off with. It's amazing. I love it. I'm going to make a bookshelf. I've got a load of them coming. I'm going to put one of those into a giveaway as well. It won't be this week's giveaway, obviously. Right. So let's start. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll start nice and easy, and we'll start with the... do a very plain one. And we're going to use Beauty and Bloom, and we're just going to use her face. I might have to grab some inks in between. I'm just going to put it on a platform because it's one of those where I'm not really bothered if it doesn't stamp perfect. But it will anyway. I had to put a bit of acid, paper on back because I couldn't find the original. But I found it now. That's it. Hey, found it now, see. I'll just put that there a minute. So obviously it's a big stamp. and we only want a face on it. So I'm going to ink up in black, Nocturne, VersaFine Clay. See, I've never done ACTs before. This was a first for me. And, well, I just fell in love, didn't I? I spoke to Sarah saying that I think I might just start off the release with the ATCs. And she says they become very addictive. She wasn't wrong. Right, so I just want to make sure the face fits onto the piece of card. That'll do. I'm not embossing or anything. I'm just going to leave it there while I grab my red ink. That's my red. And I just want to grab some buff. Right. That should be enough. So the ones I'm doing for this book box thing, I'm going to try and keep a certain colour scheme. Look at that. Just look at it. How can you not fall in love with that? I showed my daughter yesterday. They're not interested in what I do crafting, but I get it. I'm not really interested in the day-to-days of their job. As long as they're happy, I'm okay with whatever they do. So I don't bother showing them mine. They don't talk about theirs. Work's work. You leave it there, don't you? But I've shown Carly what we're doing on Sunday. And she says, Mum, that's absolutely fantastic. So that made me feel proud for somebody who's not into it to say it was fantastic. So yeah. We're not putting any words in this. It's literally going to be an ATC that is just a picture. On Sunday, hopefully, I'll have the back, you know, when you stamp on the back for your details and everything. I'm waiting for the stamp to come. It was my fault for not deciding till late what I was going to do. Right, because I'm going to blend on it a tiny bit, I'm just going to make sure it's not going to smudge. Yeah, you see, it would have done a little bit. That's why I eat emboss. Just take a look. I tell you, he's going to sell out so quickly, so quickly. Right, I'm going to take a brush that's just got I want hardly any colour. Let me pick a. So this has got on it. Let me look what it's got on it. I know what it's got on it. There, Victorian Velvet. Let's see if that's going to give some. Right, just where her face is. I am not going on hard because I don't want colour as such. It's going to be a very plain card. So you can just see that it's just give that little bit of a. I might put a little bit on. Let's have a look. Right, literally just on the face. You see that? I don't know if you can see it. I'll put a bit more on. I can see it perfectly. On the one that I did before, I used a different colour. I don't know what it was because it was just something that were on my brush. Right, now I'm going to use peacock feathers. No, I'm not. I'm going to use salvage patina. And I'm just going to come up to the face. So we're not putting a load of ink down, we're literally just a little bit, just enough to be seen. Wait a minute, got more on this brush here. I'm also very much, somebody asked me last week what are my favourite brushes. Gosh, they are making things hard for me. I'm just falling in love with everything. I'm wondering why I've never used them before. You know, Funky Fossils as a company. When I started my card making, I think I just focused on American stuff, everything, because that's all I knew. I didn't know anything else. Oh, actually, it was antique linen I used on the face. I don't suppose I can go over with it, can I? This'll do. I'll show you the other one done anyway. And I'm going to leave that at that. So now you can see that there's two different colours on. Makes the face stand out even more. So I've got a little bit of Buff, the Andy Skinner Inkology. I only want the tiniest bit. I'll put this in so you can see it. So I'm putting literally just that. I didn't even squeeze it, I just put that down. So I want a little brush. I'm using my Knit Pro Zero. A bit of water, because although that's a tiny bit of ink, it's quite strong. And I only want this hint of colour. And all I want it for is to put a little hint in the flowers. I don't want them to stand out, if you know what I mean. I want them to stand out just a little bit more than the face. Just like that. And then just this one here. Oh, I see, I've gone straight into the wrong end. We can lift that, it's not a problem. Actually, that's drying okay, actually. I might leave that. Just put a bit more in there instead. It looks better because I've used a different colour for the actual face. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. Quite like that. And I'm now going to take the tiniest bit of, this is Oakwood ink and this is Crimson Berry. It's watercolouring, and again I just want the tiniest bit. And what I'm going to do with that is leave it quite bright and give her the most gorgeous. I think this is the best red that I've got. Now then, I'm trying to work out if I've got her lip properly. So up there. And up there. She says with a shaky hand. Let me have a look. That looks good to me. Or does it go up to that? I'm going to take it to that one there. That'd look absolutely stunning if you put glossy accents on her lips. That'd proper stand out. And this here is our very first Heidi-The. How easy was that? But how stunning is that? If you keep layering that red up, it will get brighter and brighter. I'm just using what's there. I just love it. There you go. That is your very first one. Actually, it's not finished. I'm going to take gathered twigs. And I'm just going to hit the edges. This is where I say I want to keep this theme just to this kind of colour scheme, because I think they're all quite blue and brownish. And just going round edges changes it again. But it makes it more framed, if you like. Oh, there's a bit more flower I could have coloured in there, but we're right. We're not here to be perfect, are we? I would say we're not here to be an artist, but when you're doing something like this, with this picture, it is art, isn't it? I can't wait to see what the actual Funky Fossil design team do with theirs. Some very talented people in that group. That will do nicely. And that is your first one. I may do 4, but I'm thinking 3 because, excuse me, one of the ones I want to do is very similar to what's on tomorrow's to make the box. In fact, it's that, just using a bigger stamp. So I've just put my normal glue on the back and my MDF panel. There you go. How amazing. I mean, you could even give her some really nice bright blue eyes. But this is the colour I used before, which is, it is different, totally different. I don't know which I prefer. But how amazing. So there you go. One set of these I will give away because obviously we're redoing them. So I'll just put that to the side. We'll come back to that one to show them at the end. We'll move on to the next one. Where's my panels? Here they are. Now for this one, I made myself some little masks, which I'll also use tomorrow. But I used I just made all different ones. I'm going to use, I kept them all actually. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use a circle one, but I need to clean that because this ink shouldn't really dry on there. Yeah, there you go. Otherwise it'll just move on to your work. Because that's masking paper, but I used the other side for blending on it. I didn't on this side for some reason. So I've made a load of these. I just, let's take the tape off because I'll show you from the beginning. These will just go in my little folder with masky stuff. I'll even be keeping bits like that. But I made all sorts. And they're just perfect to have. Kept all the innies and outies. And then I also cut some bits to play with. So we're going to use this one. And we're going to use the circle. Right, let's do it. So I want this to be on my left-hand side-ish. I should have cut a fresh one so you could see, shouldn't you? But you'll see how it works like this. So I want it to be down the bottom left-hand corner, So that'll do there. I've just got some masking tape, which I thought was already out. Oh, let's see, I thought it was out. Need to find another new masking tape that I like. So I'm going to go there. I never said, that's Lexi, you can hear snoring if you're new to my channel. She's my little girl. She's just gone 12-year-old. She's in advanced heart failure. And she's poorly girl. But we've just also found that she's got a tumour on her mouth where they want to put her to sleep to find out what it is, you know, operation. But we won't do it because the chances of her coming round is not very, it's not looking good. Right, so for this one, I'm just going to use, what colour am I going to go with? Let's just go with, I'm just going to go with gathered twigs, I think. I have got colours out, but none of these are what I want to use, so I must have put some away. What are these over here? Could have been a bit of vintage photo. Let's have a look. It's a bit dark. I'm going to go gathered twigs. It's okay. Could always add other colours in, can't we? So I'm literally just filling in my little oblong. Not overly bothered how it turns out because, well, you should be absolutely fine with you having your mask, but we're not after a smooth blend is what I mean. I may put a bit of this vintage photo in. I'm using the same brush. I need to collect some more brushes. I've got 4 sets now. You get 4 in a set. £12.99. But they're real good. You get 4 different sizes. You get this one, this one, this one, and this one. I don't think it's a bad price, and they're great to hold as well. I do love some brushes, me. Brushes, stencils. Brushes and stencils. Right. I'm happy with how that's looking. So before I take that off... I'm sorry, she's getting louder and louder. Lexi dog. I put some puppy pads under her head, thinking it'd stop the vibration. We don't use puppy pads for anything but crafting in our house. I use them on here all the time. So I'm going to use, again, it's an older one, the Dictionary Stain. I think this is a fabulous stamp. And I'm going to leave it on the packet as well. And I just want, which corner do I want? I'm going to go this corner, I think. And I'm going to use Fallen Leaves. I'll just put it down the top so I don't. And the best thing about this is when you've put your tape down, the whole thing's already masked now. You don't have to be careful with what you're doing. So I want you to be able to see the circle so it's not all just uniform. So let's go there. Oops, I've just moved that, so that's going to be quite blurred. It's handmade, isn't it? It's not bad. I'll take that. I'll just give it a clean. I think when I did it before, I used actually distress oxides to do it. Doesn't matter what you use. That one's done. Aren't they great, these little stamps? That's that one done. I think we can lift it now. Lexi! She's getting louder. I know most of you don't complain, but there's the odd one. I've just seen that hasn't cut right on the corner. Let me just put that back in before I forget. Why is it not cutting right there? There we go. So again, I'll keep that. But if you do it with the plastic side up, you can just wipe it off. And obviously it stays clean all the time. Like this one. So this one I'm going to put here. But I'm going to take... Now I could... Yeah, I will. I'll take the oblong. Take the oblong that we cut out of the first one. And I'm just going to stand it there. This gives your panel a 3D look. So with this one I'm going to use the Victorian Velvet. I'll probably chuck some kind of... What orange have we got? Mustard seed maybe. Or dried marigold. It'll be one of them. Right, so I'm just going to hold that in place. Actually, first, I'm going to go back to the brown and just give it like a shadow look coming off the edge. I'm going to blend up to it so it's all good. I might want to use vintage photo in a minute, so I'll just try and see. So Victorian Velvet. Can't be dry, it's a new pad. Oh, that's better, I'm going to say. Well, it's a newish pad. I'll take what's on the orange already. Oh yeah. Rusty hinge, I think that is. Yeah, that's better. So you keep your hands on that all the time. I'm going to where's my lid for that? What have I done here? Oh my goodness. Found it. That brown, I'll do it with this one. I'm gonna, where's my, oh it's here, look. I'm gonna make it a bit more obvious with vintage photo. It gives it a lovely look, you know. Blend it in. So just mix your colours, what are already on your brush, it's fine. I'm going to take that off. Ooh, it has gone a little bit, but we're going to stamp over that, that's fine. Keep them. I'm also going to take the butterflies. I'm going to take the inner one. I'm going to put that over the top. No, I'm not. I'm going to use this one because I've done the butterfly in a different one. I'm going to use this one and I'm going to use hopefully what's on my brush. So I don't want it mega. And I'm just going to rub some lilac in places. Take a little bit. And I'm going to put it where we haven't got the colour. Doesn't have to be perfect. That might be enough, I'm not sure. That's fine for what we want. So that's flowerful. That's looking good. Now, I'm going to use my stamp platform just so as I can get my... We're going to stamp one of the butterflies. And I don't want it to... Look at that, I'm so naughty from yesterday. I'm going to take this one and just use part of it. So this is Wings of Change. So I'm going to stamp half of him or her. That's not the one I want. I'm going to go there. And also I'm going to use, shall we use Brave or shall we use Change? I've used Brave on the other one. Shall we use Change? Yeah, let's go Change, but I'll stamp this one first. So don't forget, if you've come in halfway through and you want to look at the stamps, it's not just a new release either. It's across the board that you get 10% off. But you have to go through my affiliate. The companies that I work with, I wish they'd all do it that way because it's so much easier than not having to do codes and stuff. Right. We're not going to eat emboss or anything. I don't want it to stand out shiny. Look how fantastic it looks. I could have done it black, but I just thought staying with the theme it'd look quite nice. One more. Lovely. Get that clean. Then we'll take the word. We'll use Change because that's what they do, isn't it? I used Brave when I did the other one. Not bothered if it matches in with the writing, with the butterfly. Should we put it central? Yeah, let's. Oh yeah. See, this one's nearly finished as well. Crazy, isn't it? I love that. Give it a wipe with our stamp cleaner. The best cleaner around, even if I do say so myself. Let's give that a put away. So that's your Wings of Change. Now then, I think I'm going to use a bit of this. I thought I had a different one. I thought I had a bigger one. 1 second. I do. I thought I did. Take that out. I shall clean that after. Now I'm going to use Lucky Number. Obviously this is an old one, but it's good to be able to mix them, isn't it? I don't have an awful lot by Funky Fossil, so it were a bit harder for me. So I've done quite a bit of shopping. needless to say. I'm using Victorian Velvet, and I'm just gonna do a bit of that. I'm also gonna do a bit of that, and I'm gonna do a bit of that. Perfect. Love it. That's it. It's amazing what you think to do with them, isn't it? Once upon a time, I'd have coloured the whole thing in black and just stamped it, and then thought, right, what do you do with it? I certainly think differently now. Got a fabulous video Sunday morning as well before the live. The live is at 10 AM, by the way, on YouTube. Right, that is your second one, nice and easy. Like I say, never done them before, so these might be too simple for some people. Put it on there. I'll tell you what I did miss doing. I can do it while it's on here, it's not a problem. I obviously want to brown up the edges, don't I? Because that's the style I'm going for this box. But that's easy. I just do it while it's on it. In fact, that's easier. Gosh, that's so much easier. Oh, I didn't even get it on right. Uh-oh. Oh, I really didn't. The opticians keep messaging me saying, you're due for your eyes doing, Mrs. Walker. And I'm like, I know, I can't see. My eyes are terrible at the moment. Oh my goodness, I'm pulling it down and not even putting it straight. This may need a bit more glue now. Right, it's straight there. And it's straight there. I must have cut it a little bit bigger because there's a tiny bit over edge. Right. So I can either take that down with my nail file or, well, I'll probably just leave it, but you can take it down with your nail file or just cut it off. So there you go. That's that one, which is this one. Colours might be slightly different, but that's the idea. I love it. And it's so flat and it looks quite 3D. I love it. So that's your second one. Like I say, I'll be giving one set away. Right, I'm going to move on to another one, which we actually use paste on this one. Right, I'm going to make sure it fits my panel first. See, that one's perfect. Right, this one. Now, ideally, I'd like a bit of... I don't want that one. So I want them. I should have got a clean one out for today, but sorry. We only want an edge of it. Told you I use them all the time. I have actually just ordered a splatter box to make things a bit easier sometimes. I'll still have this on it. So I'm just going to give it a couple of colours of the Distress Oxide sprays. And I want, what's that, peel paint, mustard seed. Let's just go with these two. I may add another, we'll see. This is totally different colours to what I did, so... Oh, I've been looking everywhere for that. Yes. Oh, good job I got these out. won't put any more on. If you're using sprays with Barbarian, you should always shake side to side, especially if it's got mica in. If you shake up and down, your mica gets stuck in your top. Just a bit of info there for you. Now I don't know how to spray that, I'll just leave it. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't know. I quite like that as it is. Let's have a look. See what happens when we dry it off like that. My puppy pads don't take well to my heat gun. But the amount of what protection you get on your surface is amazing. I might go with these colours, I quite like it. That fossilised amber is stunning, isn't it? I can see smoke. Can you see smoke? Woo, something's smoking. Tell you what, let's take these off here now. Look how much ink goes into the bottom of there. That should do it. How's that still wet on the ends? There we go. They're going to be hot. Right, I'll get the paste. Now I'm going to go with this one. But I wish what I showed. This is what I'm using tomorrow. Look at that. Not tomorrow, Sunday. It is the most beautiful colour. Look at that. I tell you, it makes me want to eat it. Can you imagine? And then this one. Look at that. I have used it. This one's gone back down to flat. But we're using this one. And I've used this and that's gone to flat. So, what I want is if I put them there, because that's where I'm going to have them. If I get my stencil that I'm going to use, which is going to be... What have we got? I'll go with this one. I'm going to use... I don't know if they have names on these. Oh, does it go on the... Oh, wait a minute, I never noticed that. Oh no, it still doesn't tell me. It says Funky Fossil. Anyway, I want it all round, but I don't want it on these two circles. So they're just there to stop me from touching it. So I should have done this one first, actually, to be fair, so it gives it a chance to... Oh, I'll tell you what else we need to do. Let's hang on a second. I'm going to use the word fly from the Wings of Change. And I'm going to gold emboss it. Let me just grab my gold. I've been looking at more storage. I need more room. And I put it all in my basket for IKEA, from IKEA. And then I looked at costs and I'm like, I can't, he'll go mad. So I'm just going to order a bit at a time. Because he comes up here now on a Sunday to do it live, obviously. He'd notice, whereas before I'd have got away with it. We're not sly as crafters, are we? We know what we want. And we know how to get it and all. I wouldn't have thought twice about ordering it if he weren't up here doing lives with me. But no, I'll do it a bit at a time. He won't notice that there's some drawers behind me, some plastic, a tower of plastic drawers. And they're not deep enough out. And the ones from IKEA are deeper. They match the rest of my stuff, whereas these are just multicoloured. And he wouldn't notice if I swap them out. He'd notice it getting delivered, so it's something I need to organise when he's in bed. Obviously, he works nights, so... And I don't have a problem putting stuff together myself, so that's not a problem. There we go. That's nice. It's nice on that colour. This is totally different colour to what I'd done in the original one. I think these are the colours I went for. But then with the spray, I just got carried away and it ended up being all just mixing pretty much together. I'm just wondering if I need to do what else underneath it. I like it as it is. Right, let's just do it. By the way, if you're new to my channel and you've just seen me throw that piece of paper in the bin, I'll do it every time I do embossing powder because it makes me cringe when it's still left on the paper. And I've just ordered a glass mat to go here with the bit at the side where I've got this plastic sheet for the mixed media bit. And I'm dreading the thought of how that's going to be when that gets the embossing powder on, as I can't cope already. Right, so now I don't want to touch the fly and I don't want to touch the circles. This colour. Oh, I can't wait to do stuff at Christmas with it. So I'm literally just working around it. I know you should just go straight up and down, otherwise it could bleed, but you know what? I don't think I'm bothered if it bleeds. Just want to make sure I get a bit in everywhere. This is my Art by Marlene spatula and it's fantastic. It cleans amazing. I forgot to bring water up to clean my stencils, so I'll just do it with some wipes till I go down. This colour's going to show way more on the colours I've used underneath. That's going to look amazing. Right, I think I've got it where I want it. Maybe just a bit here. Tiny bit. There you go. I'm not bothered if the circles aren't full. You know, the paste. Amazing. Wow, that stands out. I'm just going to tip them off. And I am just going to, with my finger, just get the edge bits. Ta-da! How cool is that? So we're just going to leave that to dry a minute. Where's my wipes? We are going to put a bit round them, maybe. But I'll do that by hand. So just because I haven't brought my water up. Let's get that off. Best I can. And what I'll do, look how easy that cleans. I love it. My little white spatulas, I end up throwing them in the bin. I can never get them right. That's perfect. Because I can't get to my sink, any that's left on it, I will literally just leave with this between it and it'll keep it moist. And I will put that on the puppy mat behind me. So, there we go. That should be just fine. Right, what time are we on? We're on an hour nearly. I'll do these bits. I won't do the last one, but I will show you because it just matches the box. Right, let's get what we're putting on here. So on here, they do amazing rub-ons. This is from last month's release, I think. This is what you've got in it. These are fantastic. Absolutely perfect. So I just want... Oh, I took my lolly stick out of it. Let's see. Excuse me while I lean over. And I just want... I think that one. I'm going to go with that one. For that one. And that one there. I do love a rub-on. Gosh, if you'd have asked me, would you ever use... Well, I was asked, would you ever use rub-ons on your cards? I was like, no, absolutely not. It just made me think of transfers when I was growing up. You know, when you were a little kid, you got them in your bubble gum and stuff. That's how I imagined them looking. I couldn't have been more wrong. Oh, I thought I'd lost it then. Nope, my hair dropping out. So I'm going to take the back off. And I'm going to put that in the middle. What I was going to do was do them like this and then fussy cut them. I just thought, they look alright on a background like that. Look at that, perfect. Love it. Same with this. Get it where I want it. Hold up. You can see it leave the carrier sheet sort of thing. You can see it stick to your card. There you go, that should all be off. There we go. So I want a couple of... I'm not going to stick this one on yet till that's dry, but I will show you how it ends up. See, this is what I meant by I don't know. Do you make them 3D when you do ATC cards? I have no idea. So I want that butterfly in there. Gosh, it is totally different colour. And this one, I'm only putting one on the bottom because it'll sit on the other one. So that's the one I did for this. Like I say, it will go on to one, but I'm not going to do it while it's, I mean, it is quite dry. Let's do it. Probably a mistake, but there you go. We're full of them. I like to show my mistakes. Like I say, we all make enough of them, don't we? Push that down there. Probably should have waited a bit more, but do you know what? Yeah, I should have waited a bit more. So, take a look at the box. Take a look at the new release. I'm in love with the box. You will see me use it again and again and again. I decided other day, I said to Andy, these ACTs, because I want the shelf to put the box on, so that, you know, they're put on like that. So I'll have a load of different ones. And if a colour like this, I've got a hint of green to it, so I know what kind of theme that I want. Then I know which one to pick out for what I want, because hopefully I'll remember what I put in it. But if you don't want to put them on the board, you'll get so many more in, and obviously people trade them. So there you go, that's how it looks. But this is how I did it on the, where's it gone? Oh yeah, this is when the greens all went wrong and mixed together. But I like them both. How different that gold looks on there. And yet it's the same thing. So just right quick, I'm going to show you, when I said that was the water that had done that, that's what it did. And I just, again, put half the butterfly on like that, different butterfly, but half the butterfly, couple of the words, and how fantastic does that look? So I will be doing one where it's got pinkish colours down here, so that's what you'll find in there. But then I thought, I'm in love. You get a piece of paper, I don't know where it is. So I do have another coloured book from Funky Fossil, which I'll show you. And an absolutely fantastic stamp set. So this was the book. Now this came, I did something with this, which you'll see Sunday morning. And I made my own backgrounds because I didn't know this existed. And now I've seen this, just look. How the hippies had looked just fantastic on there. Look at that. I'd love that on my wall. But look how fantastic they are. So this piece here, I took a piece and I cut it down to the size of the, oh, that's called Feeling Groovy, by the way. 6x6, I think. Yeah. And I put it on there. So I just cut it out, did my corners. That's all I needed to do. And they've got some ephemera. And I can't remember what it's called. I don't know where I've put it. And I just thought, she looks quite hippie, doesn't she? How cool would she look just put on there? And a couple of words. Should we do it? What time are we? A minute and 4, an hour and 4. Let's put one on. I don't know whether, yeah, I'll stick her down flat. But yeah, I'm going to do like a pink box. So it'll have this in it. It'll have this in it. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be dark and green and what have you. It can just be beautiful. And well, Stay Groovy won't fit, I don't think, if we're going to stick her down. No. Be Kind, that'd be nice. Hippie Chick. Yoga, because punching people in the face, punching people is frowned upon. Right, we'll go with Hippie Chick because she's not doing yoga, that's why. And I'm just going to stamp it in black. And if I'm going to stick her there, I'm going to put that there. Oh, look at that. Hey, that's stamped fantastic. I didn't know how it had stamped, to be honest. That's perfect. Look how nice that's stamped. And just to top it off, let's use let's stick it down, and then I know where I am. See, this is another thing. Ephemera is just not something I do, but it is now. And she looks quite hippie. Every one of these that you've seen me do here can all be done on a card, if that's how you wanted to do it. So no worries about not wanting to do the ATCs. Just make them into a card. Be Kind. We're going there, we're going there. I'm going to go here. It didn't give me the D, and it's not going to... Uh-oh, I've double stamped. It doesn't matter. I can actually cut that out. I could do a Be Kind stand up on top, which, do you know what? I will, but I'll also use the hippie paper. So I'll show you that done on Sunday. My fault for not doing it properly, but it's been a very well used stamp this week, and there's that. So yeah, I'll just do it over the top and I'll put some paper over it. It's easy, not a problem. Right, so we'll have a recap. This is what we've got. That paper didn't half come in handy. I've got another piece here that I didn't do out on it. I love it. It's probably one of my favourites. That face. That face is just... They will fly out, I'm telling you. So that was the face. That was that one. And this... I love this. This is make a fantastic card. This is the front... What I did, but like I say, different stamps. Same stamp set. And I'll show you a bit that being done tomorrow. I'll show you this being made tomorrow, if you want to check it out. So all we do, put this one in because I know it's definitely dry. And put that one in if we wanted, and we can put that one in, and we can put that one on top. And there you go. All done. I'm just in love with this. I just think it's a fantastic idea. And dead easy to do. All that is a bit of gilding wax. Just chucked it all over, look. There's nothing precise about it. Right, I hope you enjoyed the release. Go take a look. Don't forget to use my affiliate link if you want your 10% off. And just have some fun. Go and play and have some fun. I can't wait to see what you do with all these, especially this. I can't wait to see what comes up with that. I'll give you a quick sneak peek, because this is what's coming on Sunday from me. And that's all you're getting. If you haven't watched it end, you didn't get to see it. Right, guys, I'm off. I'll catch you tomorrow, and I'll catch you Sunday morning with a video, and I'll catch you Sunday 10 AM live. Have a great day. Love y'all. Bye.